Welcome back to another episode of the Mythic Giraffe Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Ron, and I'm done with Eastern Shore.
All because the junior class puts on the prom for the senior class.
Which is... No, finish the statement.
But the junior class isn't invited.
It's insanity. That's insanity.
Well, I mean, if a senior asks a junior out, they can go, but yeah.
Here's how prom goes.
The junior class, they work. I guess they communicate with the senior class a little bit, but they pick a theme and then off they go.
No, none of this is true. Here's how prom goes. Your school hosts a dance at a country club or a fancy venue. It's on a Friday night. The juniors and seniors are all invited. The freshmen and sophomores can only go if they're invited by a junior or senior. That's the way it goes. That's how prom works.
That's how prom works.
You go out to a fancy dinner as a Greek group right beforehand, and then you go to the prom, and then you go to the after party.
Yeah, you know what their fancy dinners are now? They go to like Chick-fil-A.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, our fancy dinners weren't the fanciest. We went to
Olive Garden.
Well, it was called Steak and Ale. It was like an Olive Garden-esque steak place.
Olive Garden-esque steak place.
Yeah, it was not like the fanciest of all steak places, and then we went after you had the prom so you got some people got limos, some kids had I spent hours and hours detailing my junk ass car, and then you pick up your date, you take her to, or you pick her up, get pictures taken. Ugh, God, pictures.
Yeah.
Then you go to fancy dinner, which there's no parents allowed.
Right.
Then you go to your prom, no parents allowed.
Right.
Then you go to an after party, which for our class was at a racquetball club.
Oh.
I don't really understand why we did it there, but that's where we had our after party both years.
There were a couple my senior year. I can't remember where they were, but there's no rockathon like we did for the honor society.
I'm sorry, a sock hop? What?
We did not go to sock hops.
What is a rockathon?
That's how the honor society raised money for something. It was like the jump rope things and all, like oh yeah, sponsor me, and every minute I jump rope you'll pay me $1 or something. This was for every hour I rock in the rocking chair, I get X amount of dollars for charity. So there was always at least, one person in each rocking chair.
I cannot believe that you did not live in the 1840s on the Mississippi Delta.
It was fun that we had pizza and, people were playing other, games and stuff in between. But yeah, it was a 24-hour rockathon.
We had the most different high school worlds that could possibly happen.
Did anyone show up to prom in a tractor?
No.
Okay.
That definitely did not happen at my prom.
Yeah.
That I'm aware of. I went to 4 of them. So that didn't happen any of those 4.
How many people wore cowboy hats?
0.
Yeah.
You wore a tux.
Oh, did you have a grand march?
That sounds terrifying, so no.
Really?
No. Things that have grand marches. Nazis and stormtroopers.
No.
That's it.
We had a grand march. You and your date. It was right before that. It was between the dinner and the actual prom. And everybody, all the parents and everything, showed up in the gymnasium. And then, you and your date marched around the inside of the gymnasium so people could take pictures.
This sounds very exciting.
It was.
No, you you walked in and there was a photographer, a professional photographer. They took prom pictures and you could buy those.
We had that, of course.
So why did you have anything else?
Because the parents wanted to take pictures.
They took the pictures earlier. That was the whole point of them taking pictures.
But we didn't do that because where we were, you had to drive a half hour to get anything to eat.
Sure, who cares? Prom's on a Saturday night. You go, you leave at like 4 o'clock. You pick up your date. You get the stupid half an hour of pictures. Then you go to dinner at 5. You're there at dinner till 6:30. Then you go to prom at 7.
Our prom was at like 6 o'clock, I want to say.
Oh, well, of course, because the electricity gets turned off. Once the street lamps come on, kids got to be back in the house.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. No wonder, and you were just saying before the podcast, is why this all started, was that the attendance is down at the proms. No wonder that your prom sounds lame. I'm sorry.
And
apologize.
I'm sure they might be different now.
Clearly not. As we were just started, because your daughter didn't go to a prom because she's not a senior, which is bonkers because she's a junior, and that their prom is in the school.
Yeah.
And the juniors have to decorate the...
We didn't, though. That's the thing. I don't know. Maybe that's changed. Maybe that was just my little hillbilly school that did that.
It's probably. All 4 of you got together and decorated the gymnasium.
No, there were 8. Did you have prom gifts?
No.
So everybody that went to the prom didn't get a gift?
No.
Yeah, everybody that went to my high school's prom, the guys got some kind of like mug, and all the girls got some kind of like wine flute or something.
Oh, that did not happen in my prom.
Well, that's what happened at ours. And I think they wonder why at the time there was a problem with teenage drinking.
It wasn't a problem. It was the point.
Yeah.
That's why your parents were responsible and got you a limo so that you don't have to worry about it. You guys
that's another thing. Limos weren't a thing for us.
Well, for you guys, it would be a drawn carriage, like a wagon. I don't know. What do you call that when the draft horse comes up with the hay bales?
Oh yeah, they could have done that.
Yeah. And I think you guys are like super spoiled, and I don't know why you don't do it. Why don't you all just have your proms in Ocean City?
Oh my gosh! Seems like nobody wanted to go to Ocean City, and it costs so much money to have anything in Ocean City.
Your school pays for it. You don't pay for it.
The school does not pay for it. The class pays for it. No. That's why they have fundraisers all throughout the year.
I don't think we had a single fundraiser my entire time in high school.
I can guarantee you the school board didn't say, oh, okay, for this year we're going to spend $3,000 on their prom.
I'm pretty sure they did.
No.
Yes. Yeah. I think we might have had to buy tickets. I think you had to buy tickets to the prom, which they would have been like $50 a person or something. I don't remember what, this was 25 years ago.
Well, see, that's the other thing. Yeah, well, see, I remember it was like $25 a person, or like $50 for a couple, $40 for a couple. And I overheard somebody talking, and they're like the same price nowadays. I was like, you guys should have changed that for inflation.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Yeah, but the school, I mean, I remember, the only thing I remember us raising money for as a class was the reunion fund. Like as seniors, you got together and you put money in a bank account for the high school, for your class reunion.
Did the historian take charge of that?
No, the class president was in charge. I don't know.
Did you have a class historian?
No. Why? No.
We had president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and historian.
I'm pretty sure we had president, and that was it. Yeah. It was the end of our class officers.
Yeah. We had I think I was vice president.
You're a go-getter, and there's 4 of you, so you probably...
You're a go-getter.
Well, who are we going to elect the vice president? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. Well, somebody vote. Okay.
One of you is going to have to be the historian also.
One is going to have to be the historian. No, we did not have a class historian. That's the yearbook committee's job.
Wait, yearbook was a class in our school.
It might have been a class in ours. It was a group. It was definitely an activity in our school.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was a class per se. It was just the after-school activity.
No, this was during school time. You got a grade for it. Yeah.
The school newspaper was that.
We had a paper, I want to say. And it was part of journalism class. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I did the comic strip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. Checks out.
Yeah.
The only fundraiser I remember is for the class reunion. I'm sure that money just got thrown away because our class reunion was at a bar and they didn't spend a single dime on it.
Yeah.
Which was very weird to go to.
I didn't go to any of mine.
I went to the 20-year one. I don't know if they even had any other ones. I randomly got invited to the 20-year one. I was like, sure. I walk in there and everybody's like, Ron! And I'm like, I don't know who any of you people are.
Where are your name tags?
That wouldn't help me anyways. But people were like, genuinely knew who I was, and I had no idea who any of them were. I remember the twins. That's the only people in the whole class I remembered. Because they're twins. They're hard to forget. And I was in homeroom with them every year. Because our homerooms were by last name. We had multiple homerooms. Just so I'm going to clear that up to you. That in my high school senior class, there were multiple homerooms.
We had 2.
Well, big school.
Maybe
10 of you.
Yeah, because there were 62 of us.
Jesus.
But I think that's part of the reason why we didn't. There were reunions, but I don't think a lot of us went to them because we all saw each other most of the time anyway. So, because I mean, I work with half a dozen people I went to school with.
Not in your class, though.
No. But still, I see the other. I'd see the other ones out in public because they, did other things with their lives.
Yeah. You ever look at it and wonder how many people in your class it's different for you, are deceased at this point?
I know of a couple.
So I don't know of any, but I'm sure the odds are there were 260 of us. There's no way there's 260 of us made us this far.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Is it like Billy Madison? You've got that one guy putting the lipstick on, scratching out the names on his list.
Yeah, could be that. But our class, I graduated in 97. So there's a good chance a few of them went into the military at the right time to be in the military.
Oof, yeah.
So that's a bad chance. And then car accidents, college.
Yeah. COVID.
Yeah, at this point. I would say I went to a 20-year reunion in 17, and there were only 50 people showed up. But that doesn't mean the rest are all dead. It's just
right. Well, if you had a class historian, they'd be able to tell you who was alive and who was dead.
It's fair. What if the historian dies, though? Do you have a backup historian?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's a black box kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's in their will and testament.
I know that.
Why does it say here I've got to go take care of Uncle Fred's records of his high school class?
I know that our class president wasn't the one doing our reunion, so I don't know what happened to our money because it was some other person.
Spent it all on hookers and blow.
Probably. She was, that kind of person. I don't know that for a fact. I'll look up who the class president of class 97.
Gosh, right now she's listening going, yeah. Or she hit skip on her Zune.
Did you see that you can win a Zune?
Yes.
You can win an unopened Zune that is not promised to be in working condition.
Right.
Which I found was the best part of the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll work. It was a sturdy unit.
Well, it wasn't the Zune wasn't the problem. It was the software that killed the software, and then things didn't work out. Yeah. But this prom season, go enjoy your proms as long as you're not on the Eastern Shore. That's my lesson for the day.
We didn't do the prom promise thing this year, did we?
We haven't done it in 3 years.
Yeah.
That I know of.
Yeah.
We have. This has nothing to do with my topic, so I can go off on a tangent about it. We were talking about this at work. I feel like the fire department, our fire department, specifically, but also the fire service, has really withdrawn away from the community.
Yeah.
In really unfortunate ways.
Yeah, I agree.
We have lost our way on the things we should be doing. Things we should be prioritizing.
Right. The things, that we get to do instead of we have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And, part of that, I think, is we are busier than we've ever been. And that doesn't seem to be relieving itself at any time.
No.
But we had a long talk about, when I was a kid, the fire department, like you would go there once a year and they would do fire safety demonstrations and have a barbecue that was open to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And like there was your neighborhood firehouse. You knew where the firehouse was. You knew you could go knock on the door. Now you don't see anybody doing that.
Right.
You know, I remember the firefighters used to play basketball with neighborhood kids.
Yeah.
All of those things. Don't do any of that stuff anymore.
So kids, go to your local fire department and knock on the door.
I wish you would.
No, seriously. Yeah.
I want that back in the fire service. I just don't know how to start that back.
Yeah, I don't know the good answer for it.
Yeah. And some of it is really that
we are busy.
We're not in the building as much.
Yeah.
You know, when I started, Salisbury was running like 10,000 calls a year. Now we're running 16.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at last year?
Yes. So right around there, yeah.
And while 16,000 doesn't seem like a lot more than 10,000, you gotta think that's a 50% increase.
Yeah.
More than 50% increase over 19 years. It's a lot. And it's just, I think that's some of the stuff we miss out on.
Yeah.
Prom promise. We don't do that. We don't, we were talking about the other day, like, we don't just go watch college. We have a college in our first doing. We don't just go watch college sports events.
Yeah.
There's no reason we can't go watch a SU baseball game. This probably would be a good thing for our department.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, side tangent, side rant.
Yeah,
side nothing to do with prom. Yeah. But prom promise used to be something I loved doing. We used to. Yeah. It was something we would always do off duty. You'd get off work, and you'd go do the prom promise.
Yeah.
And it took 10 minutes out of your day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, it took 2 hours waiting around for 10 minutes stuff.
Yeah.
As the Salisbury Fire Department way.
Yes. Yeah. But all to promote safe driving and safe prom nights.
Yeah. Well, I'm really hopeful, and it seems, in my anecdotal evidence, that prom night has gotten safer.
I think so.
I think Uber changed a lot of that.
Yeah, that's true.
I just don't see. Knock on wood, we just don't run wrecks like we used to.
Yeah.
We really don't. I feel like maybe some of the social engineering has actually worked.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, side tangent to the Uber thing. The other day, I saw a SUV parked in a parking lot, and the person had a sticker on the side of their window that they had clearly taken a Sharpie and written "Lift."
Don't get in that car.
Yeah, that's how you get kidnapped.
That's how you get kidnapped. God. I'm always super careful whenever I don't do Lyft as much. I do Uber mostly.
Yeah.
But I always because it gives you an alert. It tells you this is the license plate of the car. Here's your driver's name. So I always walk around, look at the license plate, and make sure it's the right car, because nothing's more embarrassing than getting in the wrong car.
Yeah.
Because they all tend to drive the same 4 style models of cars.
Yeah. It's either a Middle Eastern gentleman in a minivan.
I'll say we never get minivans up here.
Really?
If I get the Uber XL, it's always it's usually a woman. Sorry, but it's always a nicer not Escalade, but that size Expedition.
Yeah.
Big ass SUV, or everybody else is in a Honda Acura.
Yes.
It's had one Tesla.
Oh, nice.
That was cool. We got to be in a Tesla. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we were in a Audi with RJ Too Fast.
Nice.
That's what the license plate was. I was like, well, this can go one of two ways.
Yeah. When we were in Maine, we were in one. I think I've already told the story where the guy was, playing very loud, yelly Christian, but in a different language. That was like, let's get out of this car, please, God. Let's get out of this car. But I've never had a problem with Ubers.
No.
The drivers are always some of the nicest people in the world. And the day I retire, I probably won't have a car. I'll probably just Uber if I need a car.
Yeah. There's a good portion of me that's kind of the same way. It's like, yeah, don't really need to go anywhere.
I got an e-bike.
Yeah.
I live in a bike-friendly community. I mean, I can carry...
Oh, so they shoehorned bike lanes and stuff into streets that are too small already?
So, I am a bicyclist. I'm an enthusiast of the sport. I rode for a ride today. And I want to give Salisbury credit for trying. I want to give him credit for trying.
Yeah.
You got to give him credit for trying. But I just take the example of Newark. So Newark is built on 3 main streets. And one of them is both ways, right? East and west.
Okay.
One is just west and one is east. So on the eastbound road, they put a bike lane all the way down, which is a protected bike lane. It's got its own traffic signals and it's got its own concrete barrier between traffic and it. Didn't affect. They basically just took the shoulder out.
Yeah.
Works really well. And then you go past that and you go around the curve and there's a high school. They actually took the sidewalks and moved the sidewalks over and put a bike lane where the sidewalks used to be. And so there's a bike lane that runs the entire length of the town that is completely protected and doesn't affect traffic.
Wait, isn't the bike lane supposed to be like 32 feet wide or, 12 feet wide and then have like a 30-foot barrier, just gap between that and the street?
No? It doesn't need that. It doesn't need that.
All right. Okay.
Well, and the other problem for Salisbury is because of the way the town is configured. There's not like a good routing for bikes.
Oh, you got to figure out because the drunken person who drew the map and then they built the streets from that.
Yes, but like you have to have what's the reason for this bike lane?
Yeah,
is it a commuting bike lane? Is it people going to the shops? Are you trying to encourage like the one that goes around the beaches in Lewis and Bethany, or Lewis and Rehoboth? Like it leads you to the outlets and it leads you to restaurants and bars and it leads you back into the town. Yeah. So it's got a purpose, You got to have that plan to your bike lanes. Sorry, Salisbury. I'll give you credit for trying.
Okay, plan.
But like the first bike lane they put in Salisbury went down one road that leads nowhere. You can't get onto it safely and you can't get off of it safely.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Well, it's because it's a bike lane.
And you need to avoid high traffic areas. So I would never have put a bike lane on Mill Street. Right? Like I would put my bike lane to go up through the center of town where it doesn't, like on Old Circle Avenue, where it doesn't matter about slowing traffic down.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me,
I don't know who they asked.
I don't know, but they didn't ask me. And I would not have put one on College Avenue, where fire department has to make Oh my God. We went to that reported fire at the college, and we got there, and I said, Megan, you ever take College Avenue to get to the college again, and I will beat you to death. There's 38 speed bumps on that road now.
Yeah.
And when you're in a fire engine, you just got to stop for those things, or you're going to lose hoses and your head.
Yeah.
So now we have to like reroute the engine to Dogwood to come about the back way.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be actually faster.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But the city doesn't ask those questions. Yeah. It's your city. You live there.
I don't live in Salisbury.
No, you don't.
No.
We can't get you to be mayor.
No.
Yet.
No chance.
County council?
No.
No?
No, I don't want to do anything like that.
I'd like to be on my county council. I think that would be the level of government which I'm comfortable doing.
Yeah. Nice little feather in your cap.
Well, I'd like to actually help my community. I really care a lot about my community, and I think first responders should be at the table. I think someone who could speak to first responder language needs to be at the table.
Well, I mean, that's why the county council in Wacomico worked so well for so many years, because Councilman Dodd did such a great job of that.
you're hurting my example. But I think,
well, to be fair, he wasn't a first responder, really.
That's fair. But I think the government needs to speak first responder. I think that's where we're having a lot of problems.
Yeah,
is that they don't understand why we do things, and on the flip side, we can't have a conversation with them because we don't really understand how they do things.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's one of the things I think we fight the most.
Yeah,
is we can say we need to be able to respond here, but we can't really explain well why we need to respond that way.
Yeah. And you would think, like with Salisbury, where they have an every other week department head meeting, that there'd be clear lines of communication, but there aren't.
Yeah, that's true. But you need to have conversations with the county council and the city council. And
oh, yeah.
There's so many partners involved that need to be brought into it. I just think we could do a better job.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's one of the things I think the fire department's not involved enough in.
Yeah.
I think a successful fire department and a successful police department sits at every city council and every county council meeting and just answers questions.
Yeah.
We're here to answer whatever you want to talk to us about.
Right.
They might never talk to you at all, but you're there.
Yeah. In case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with the gentleman in the union. I said, you guys should don't send the whole union. Just send one person to every meeting.
Yeah.
And just say, we're here to answer questions if you have them. Don't go in there antagonizing. Don't go up there saying, we want this. Just be there to answer questions.
So you shouldn't threaten?
No, you shouldn't threaten. You really, yeah. But I just always think that's a good plan for the union.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I think it's a good plan for the fire department, especially in these times of tightening of the purse strings.
True, yeah.
Yeah. Well, those are side tangents that had nothing to do with
anything. Yeah, go to prom.
Go to your prom. You should go to your prom.
Yeah.
You should go to all the proms you can go to. Go to experience events.
Yeah.
I can't wait for your daughter to come to my college so we can partay.
The younger one, yes, you probably can get to party. The older one, I don't think so.
When does she come to do a tour of the school?
I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be soon, right? That's the thing they start doing.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like getting us lists of where she wants to look at.
I mean, she's going into senior year.
Yeah.
If I remember, I knew by December of my senior year, like I was committed by then. Right? Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I would imagine you would have already started touring colleges.
Well, you would be wrong. Because she can't make her mind up.
Well, tell her that Uncle Ron will take her on a tour of Newark. And I'll show her all the best parts of Delaware.
Yeah.
And then I'll, sneak her into some of the classrooms. Like, yeah, these are places you go sometimes.
Yeah.
I can show you where the ice cream shop is, which is on campus. You can use your blue hen points. I don't know what they call them anymore.
Blue hen points.
Well, every school.
How many feathers did you earn?
Oh, you've got a gold card. I don't want to hear it.
I found my gold card the other day.
Flex points is what we call them. We had flex points. Did I ever tell you? I think I'm sure I did, but did I ever tell you the story of when I went back to college and the girl's like, "Your student ID number is not good enough numbers." I said, "Ma'am, I was at this college as a student before you were born."
Yeah.
And back then we only had 7 numbers. That's all that existed in the world.
Yeah.
We hadn't created more numbers.
Yeah, it's witchcraft that you all have. Yeah. Ma'am, our phone numbers were 7 numbers long.
My phone number started with an M. Yeah. But she did not believe me when I told her my student ID numbers. And she's like, that's not right. I'm like, I'm telling you, just look it up.
Yeah.
And then it pops up.
Will she go in the old card catalog?
The one I wanted to know was whether my old University of Delaware email address was still active.
Was it?
I don't know. I never found out.
Oh.
Never looked into it.
So I can remember back then it was, you're logging into Netscape and...
Maybe you were. Netscape.
Yeah.
All right, topic 1?
Sure, topic 1.
All right, this is a rant about traffic.
Oh, gosh.
So, is there a job that there is no expectation of competence or expectation that you'll actually do a good job ever in the world, like traffic engineer? Because the road that I went for a bike ride today, I saw that there was construction, but it was only one lane, and it looked like traffic was flowing. By the time I come back 2 hours later, traffic's not flowing, nothing's moving.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to strangle somebody. They had blocked the one lane of a major road because they were doing asphalt on the crossroads, not even on the road that they blocked. They were not doing any work on Route 72. They were only doing work on the crossroads.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
And they were doing each crossroad all the way up, and they had them all blocked. But to do that,
that's madness.
A whole other lane. Then you would think we've got flaggers at every intersection. Flaggers, when I learned in driver's ed, again, this was back when horses were still a viable option for transport, was that if a flagger was on the scene, the red light doesn't matter. You follow the directions of the flagger.
Right?
Yeah. So you have a flagger at every intersection. Why is that flagger not overriding the goddamn light and making traffic move?
Yeah.
Oh, I was raging.
Yeah, I mean, the flaggers, if they're at an intersection, that intersection should turn to a yellow blinking light both ways, and then the flaggers control the intersection.
They are supposed to turn the light to blinking yellow and take over the intersection. That's literally their job.
Yeah.
Literally their job. Instead, they're just sitting there on their pole, and it just says slow. I know it's slow because I'm not moving. Because I can look enough at your outfit to tell that you didn't give a crap what you dressed up for work today.
Oh my God. How is it that they get to work at 7:00 in the morning or whatever, and they're already covered in tar?
Well, I'm sure that never comes off their clothes.
Yeah.
Sure. But there is no expectation that they're going to do a good job. Everybody knows they're going to do a shit job. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody knows it's going to take too long. It's going to take... they're going to be inconvenient to everybody. They're not going to give a shit about everybody's day. Right. And nobody stops them. They're monsters. They're literal monsters.
And the road will be nice for a couple weeks.
Yeah. They're not doing the road. They're doing the crossroads. They're not even doing the whole crossroad. It looked like they were literally doing the part where the sensor goes.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. Oof. In your town, Salisbury... There's a freaking red light in front of the high school that has been not operating for 3 months, and they just decided we're not going to fix it. We're going to put cones across the intersection.
Yeah.
What
Yeah. Well, there's also the other light in a major intersection, Isabella and 13, that's just been gone for 7 months.
Just gone.
Yeah. They said, well, we're having a hard time tracking down a pole. How do you not have a pole to put the light on?
I don't know. It's madness.
And the same thing. You just have cones.
You just have cones. I went to drive because I don't go to that station often. Yeah. Right? I went to leave station 16 the other day, and I was like coming down Isabella, and I'm like, are those cones in the middle of the intersection? Sure enough, the fucking cones in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah, can't make a left here.
You can't make a left there. What the? There's no sign. There's not a sign warning you of this event. It's just cones.
There probably was a sign at one point, but now it's it's just passed on by word of mouth.
But there's no expectation that any of this is going to get fixed.
Right. Yeah.
Someday in the future, we'll just drive by and be like, "Oh, the red light's working."
Yeah.
Thank you guys for doing your job. 7.5 years later.
Well, it's also like you see those signs. It's like caution, road work ahead, on or about May 22nd. Right. It's like, wait,
when we get to it. When we get to it. There's a bridge that's closed, that's going to be closed for 2 years. 2 years. They closed a bridge over the canal for 2 years.
Are they totally rebuilding said bridge?
No, doesn't seem like it. I don't know what they're doing, but it doesn't seem like they're rebuilding the bridge. The best part of it is the bike path that I ride goes underneath of that bridge. This bridge is 140 feet in the air, made of concrete.
Oh.
And there's a sign that says, "Caution, bridge work overhead." As if something fell off that bridge and struck me on the head, I wouldn't be dead anyways.
Right. I mean, that's Wile E. Coyote stuff.
It should just say,
pedaling your bike along.
Yeah. It literally should just say, "Good luck." That's all that sign should say. There's not nets put out. There's nothing, no safety features at all. Just caution, bridge work overhead. Thanks.
Well, they just give you there should be umbrellas there for you to grab.
Right.
God.
I don't think my bike helmet is rated to a Jersey barrier falling 140 feet on me.
Probably not.
I don't think that's going to help.
No. Well,
his helmet survived. Nothing else did. He's literally inside of his helmet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it ended up. Yeah, it's just, the other, was it yesterday? I was coming home, and I'm like, I saw that there was a little bit of traffic as I was about to make the turn. I was like, okay, there's just people backed up. Well, then when I got to the light to make the left, and I look, they had blocked 3 lanes of traffic. Again, had, Captain Sign Man out there, so they could put scoops of asphalt in some potholes.
Huh, right, and that fixed the problem. Just fill those holes in. Yeah. There is a road by me, Elkton Road. It leads from between Elkton and Newark. I don't know why they came up with the name Elkton Road. Seems weird. It's a pretty busy road. Yeah. It has been under construction, I swear to God, since I got out of college the first time.
Wow.
It has been under construction for 20 years. Yeah. I don't think there's any plan to ever finish the road. Yeah. I literally think they're just hoping that we'll have hover cars before they have to open the road up again, because that's their plan. It's insane.
Yeah, and the various roads that are out there, like, I don't understand how part of the bypass is concrete and part of it's asphalt. And then I know, like, out in Western Maryland, there's red asphalt.
Yes, there is.
And it seems to hold up so much better.
Why would you use it everywhere?
Yeah.
It is insanity how little we just allow them to do whatever the hell they want. They closed 95 for like 3 months last year because they found a bridge that was overhead that was wrong. And I get it. They got to fix shit. I understand. But you got to have a better plan than close 95. That's a pretty important road.
Yeah.
It runs the entire coast.
Oh, you mean you don't want to do like Baltimore City and just put down steel plates?
Oh. My mother, so the first time I drove to my mother's house in West Virginia, she was like, "Hey, be careful. We had a washout." And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds bad."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but they put a plate down.
They put a plate down.
So I'm like, okay. So I've never been there. So I'm driving up this windy ass road to the mountains, and it's like, these are real mountains. These aren't, Lemon Hill Lane.
Right.
These are 3,000 foot drops to the bottom, And I'm driving up this road, and you get around this curve, and literally the road's gone, and there's just a steel plate laid across it.
Oh.
And I'm like, what is going on? There's no sign, and there's no nothing, and
no rails.
No, there's no. No. That would catch you from falling. And like, I'm doing 20 miles an hour up this mountain.
Yeah.
And these morons in their F-750 pickup trucks are coming down at 6,000 miles an hour. And I think their theory is the least amount of time on the steel plate, the better.
Yeah.
Because they are just booking it. And if you don't get out of their way, they're going to push you off the mountain. They don't care.
Did you see like the steel plate like bobble as they went over it?
Oh yeah, it wasn't attached.
Oh. Well, why would you attach it?
It was just laid across the roadway.
Golly day.
Also in West Virginia, I saw a sign that said, "Turn off your cell phone, explosives in use."
Oh my God.
There literally was a sign that said, "Stop your car and turn your cell phone off before you drive through this area that they have explosives on."
Oh my gosh!
That's
God, you're just driving along. Oh, like, hey, Mom, I just got.
Yeah, that's what the sign's for.
Oh my god!
To warn you that could happen. It was. That was my every time I've gone to West Virginia, it's been nightmare fuel. The roads there, their literal plan is there's too many people. We're going to get rid of some of them.
We're going to get rid of some of them.
That's their plan for their roadways. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
and the people there are bonkers. They don't understand a speed less than 70 at a grade of 7,000 degrees.
Drive fast, take chances.
Yeah, I guess their plan is to hit the bottom of the mountain as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Reach terminal velocity before you get there.
Yeah. God. What's like, I mean, we've got places around here. Well, I mean, you were with me the one time in Montgomery County. There was the 1-lane bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of foolishness is that?
There are a few of those in Maryland that I have found that are just 1-lane bridges. There's one. Where is it? It's somewhere I go very regularly to go disc golfing. I can't remember where it is. And you come around, you're going down a hill, you turn 1-lane bridge. So like you can't even see the bridge. And you're just like, and it's like the bridge isn't flat. So it's a hilled bridge. So
nice.
Like you can't see traffic on the weather. You're literally just like, hope I make it.
Yep. I got a 50-50 shot.
Oh my God.
You just scream going across the whole way.
There was a bridge in Jersey. Between Glassboro and Swedesboro, there's a bridge. So Glassboro is like not a big town, but a bigger town. But there was this bridge that was plywood.
Plywood?
Plywood. There was a sign that says it didn't tell you a weight. It just said no heavy vehicles.
What does that mean? All vehicles are heavy.
Because I can't pick up my car, so I can't tell you how much it weighs.
Right? Yeah, that's heavy to me.
Yeah.
God.
And it was literally plywood.
Oh my god.
It was just somebody was like, because I think the story was that the state said they weren't going to fix the bridge, so some dude just went out and bought plywood and put it down. Yeah. I'm not kidding.
It was like a county commissioner meeting. So yeah, we're still worried about that bridge. No, sir, you don't get worried about that no more. I went to the Home Depot. There's plywood down.
Don't you worry, boys. I got 1/4 inch. I went all out.
Were there at least rails on that bridge?
There were rails. It was a bridge.
Yeah.
But the decking had gone bad. It was like an old wooden bridge, and the decking had gone bad, so they just put plywood down.
God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's okay. It was only like a 60-foot drop down.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't even notice.
Yeah. What's south of us, Chincoteague. Well, it's a hard time getting to work or home today because the causeway is flooded. I'm sorry. If your main route of travel floods when it's high tide, probably an issue.
Well, it's a sign you shouldn't live there.
Yeah.
It's a real good sign. I mean,
or again, the engineers. Why didn't they make it taller? Just raise the roadway 2 feet.
Fair question. Well, I don't know how many times you've probably never been on this thing, but in Baltimore, if you go out of Baltimore where the stadiums are, and you're going to go 95 north, whoever built the on-ramp to 95 decided that they really liked how Apollo 13 looks because
it is up.
It just goes straight up. It's just a straight up, and then you're hoping at the top there's a road.
Yeah, or that there's nobody stopped up there.
Yeah,
because you got to get a good head of steam to go up said hill.
You do. I don't.
Because it's the same thing. There's people that drive up and they're like, I have to do at least 50 up here.
Yeah, I would hate to be in a manual vehicle and there'd be traffic stops.
Oh God,
you would be so screwed.
Yeah. God,
the old hazmat truck.
Popping clutch.
Oh my god!
Your car would jump so much for you popping the clutch.
Yeah. Whoever built that thing does not understand grades. Like, it's just that thing's bonkers. That's like two of the scariest roads that I don't like driving on.
Yeah,
is that one in Baltimore, and then the Bay Bridge. I don't like the Bay Bridge for some reason.
No, I hate the Bay Bridge. Westbound isn't as bad because there's 3 lanes, but the eastbound where it's 2 lanes, oh god, I hate it. Well, I told you about that one time where I was coming across the eastbound and there was the guy on the motorcycle splitting lanes the whole way. Oof. I'm like, this is how you die.
Right. This is how you die, and I probably get taken out trying to avoid killing you.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Delaware Memorial Bridge now, I don't know if this is a permanent thing or this is just a temporary relief measure, but they've now got this system where they can reroute northbound traffic because it gets backed up like crazy into going into Jersey, because I don't know who the hell wants to go to Jersey, but whatever. And so now you can cut through the little service. They have you route through the little service area, and then you go onto the southbound bridge. So now you're facing oncoming traffic going across. It's
like the Bay Bridge does.
Yeah, the Bay Bridge does the same thing.
Ugh. Yeah. That is definitely one that I stay in that far right lane, so I don't have to go head on traffic with anybody.
Don't ever be in the far right lane.
But if you're in the middle,
closest to the water.
But if you're in the middle one, you're on head on collisions.
Yeah, but there's no way to avoid. You have nowhere to room. Have you ever taken the 95 bridge over the Susquehanna?
Probably.
It's perfectly flat and it's a wind tunnel.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
So I always ride the middle. Yeah. Because like a wind gust comes through, and in my car, I jerk. In my RV, I thought I was going over.
I bet.
And you know what? Those people in West Virginia have a point, because I do as fast as I can across that bridge. Because my goal is to get across that bridge as quickly as possible. Yeah. That thing is... I look at the weather before I go across the bridge. If they're like, it's a gusty small craft advisory, I'm like, nope. Nothing I need down there.
Yeah. Well, that was a couple years ago. I was driving that big Penske truck for the band, and we were coming back from somewhere across the bridge, and it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and I'm coming across the Bay Bridge, and the guy was like, "Oh, don't worry, you got a newer truck this time." That's great, except for said newer truck had like all kinds of like lane departure alarms and everything. So the truck is already the width of the lane, so I barely get close to it, and it alarms. I hate the bridge anyway. It's late. It's a little bit windy, so yeah, I'm like white knuckling, and it's moving a little bit, and I know that's the alarm that I die. Okay, just let me across. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm trying not to fall asleep.
No, I don't do it anymore. Like once I have driven tired so many times in my life that I've learned that if I'm tired, no, I'm pulling over and sleeping.
Yeah, that's smart.
Don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Until my wife makes me drive the freaking RV all the way back from Maine. Wasn't too bad until we hit New York City at 5:30 at night.
Oof.
Yeah. And every freaking road in Maine. So you can't go, if you want to avoid going to Boston, which means that all the traffic, because if you take 95 takes you all the way out to Boston, right? But you can't go on 95 through New York City because there's tunnels and you have a propane tank, right?
Oh, so you're not allowed to take it through.
Not allowed to take tunnels. So you have to go all the way up and around to the Verrazano, which is not the best bridge in the world to ride around.
No, Verrazano's not.
So then you go all the way around, or the Cuomo Bridge, which is even norther. But then you get all the way, and then you get back routed up into Albany if you go the way I went. And then you find out all of the roads that lead from there to Maine to get back to 95 have a 11-foot height restriction.
Oh my gosh.
So you get on these roads and you're like, I can't get anywhere. I don't know what to do. You just end up on random roads trying to get back. We ended up on some podunk like gravel road that I was like, I don't think this is a road. I think,
oh my gosh.
I think we're gonna die out here.
Yeah. Well, at least you had, like Waze or maps or something. Can you imagine, like back in the day when all you had was a paper map?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Woman, find out where we are.
Well, that's what I don't understand.
Here's a compass and a sextant. I don't know.
These roads had to have been built, back before GPS. So how did truckers know to avoid them? Because how did you get around back then when there was height restrictions on a freaking thruway? Who builds a thruway with like a 10-foot height ceiling?
Yeah. Well, the truckers probably left like little markings and things on the side of the road that only they could pick up on.
It's true. That's true. In their own language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking road construction. Freaking roads.
Yeah. Well, and then but on top of the roads being the way they are, then you have the idiots behind the wheel.
Oh, well, yeah.
It just, oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
If I was allowed to tase one person a day driving badly, I would burn it up on my way to work every morning.
Oh, God, I would make it through 4 days off or 3 days off, and I would save them all up to when I got to work, because I'm sorry. There is something about maybe it's specifically shorebillies who do not understand what to do when there's a fire engine near them.
Yeah, no.
I've never seen people react the way people in Salisbury.
You mean you're not supposed to jack your brakes on, swerve to the left, swerve to the right?
I've never seen people stop.
Yeah.
Just like stop in the and I've been on emergency vehicles my entire life, and like my driver Meg does not believe me. I'm like, I have never seen people. No, everybody reacts like this. No, this is not normal. Everyone pulls to the right. That's what they're supposed to do. Well, they don't teach us that. Well, what do they teach you? Because whatever it is madness. I've seen people in Maryland try to just gun it across an intersection that is against their light because there's a fire truck coming. Like, well, I guess we're not going to make it to the call because we're going to go wheel with this guy.
Yeah, I love that. The ones that you see, they're like they inch up a little bit, like a couple times, and then they're just like
yeah, and they just gun it across, and you're just like, well, okay, that one was not in the manual. I don't know.
Or the people that you look, you're driving eastbound, and on the westbound, there are people that are pulled over.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I really appreciate your thought, I guess. I don't know.
But my favorite are the people that pull over when we don't have our lights on. And you're always like, are you sure your lights are off? Yeah, the lights aren't off. The lights aren't on. I guarantee. But the people pull over like,
they wave you on.
Right. Where are you people when I'm going to a call? Insanity how people that's why I don't have a gun. That's why firefighters don't have guns. We would shoot people right then and there. Like, nope, you don't deserve it. You can't be on the roads any longer.
I was like, we were driving somewhere. It's like it was a major road somewhere, and I saw a fire truck coming up beside me, lights on. I'm like, okay, so I just go over a little bit, but I keep driving. I can't remember who I was with. But like, aren't you going to stop? I was like, why would I need to stop? This is a 3-lane highway. They have plenty of room.
They can go past.
I'm just making sure that they can, they don't have their turn signal on. There's no exits right here. I don't see anything on fire between me and the horizon. Pretty sure they're going to keep going straight.
Yeah. And more than likely, they can't catch up to you anyways because the truck's governed.
Yeah. People are dumb.
People are dumb. I feel better now. I actually feel like I got a weight off of my shoulders.
Good.
I was so ragey today.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And somebody, I was going somewhere the other day, and I had Waze on, and they're like, what are you doing? I was like, anymore? I want to know if there's traffic or something coming up. Any little bit of warning I can get to delay my rage is a good thing.
Yeah, no. Don't drive through the state of Virginia, ever. That's a rule. I don't know what it is about Fredericksburg, Virginia, but you can never not be in traffic in that town.
Oof.
I've driven in that town at 2 o'clock in the morning. I've driven that town at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's bumper to bumper traffic all the time. Yeah. I don't know why. Traffic is the worst.
Well, and some of the apps, they must have like a gimmick or something with some of these places, because I swear to God, every time when you're going to Baltimore, they try to take you up Ritchie Highway. It's like no one in their right mind is going to use Ritchie Highway.
Well,
There's 85 stoplights on it.
How are you going to see all the things that Anne Arundel County has to offer?
Yeah.
That's Anne Arundel County,
what
right?
it is. Yeah, it's Anne Arundel County. Maybe that's what it is. Called people I know up there and force them.
Yeah, they probably paid, the tourist board paid to have you rerouted through Ritchie Highway. I feel better now.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad you got some catharsicism.
Yeah. All right, topic 2?
Sure, topic 2. So, did you pick up the new Legend of Zelda?
Oh, no.
No.
God, no.
All right. God, no. But I mean, you've seen stuff about it and everything, right?
No, didn't even know there was one.
Really?
We were having this conversation the other day at work. I can't remember who I was talking to. It might have been Monday. The last Zelda I played was in '86.
Okay.
Or whenever Zelda came out.
Wait, the original Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, the original Legend of Zelda.
Back when it was the Legend of Zelda?
Back when it was the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I've never really been into that franchise at all. And I know Breath of the Wild could be fun. I just don't care. That sounds bad. So there's a new game. Go ahead, tell me about it.
Well, no, actually, I was just kind of like parlaying that into something.
No.
Which just seems like there's, that is yet again a thing that's like coming back into, style and stuff like Legend of Zelda. I don't know.
But they're not Zelda games.
No, it's all like building stuff and everything, and that's why I don't like it. But so my youngest just bought a fanny pack the other day.
Oh my God.
Well, evidently they're back in style.
No, they're not.
They are, but they wear them across their chest.
I've seen people do that.
Yes, that's a fanny pack, Ron.
It's
a glorified fanny pack.
But the people I've seen do that look like losers. So don't do that.
But they look hip because it's like Gucci and Lululemon and people like that who are making these bags.
But do you remember?
There was nothing cooler than a guy, in 6-inch inseam corduroy shorts, midriff shirt, his fanny pack, his Oakley blade glasses across him, and his Jerry curl. Yes, that was the 80s, Ron.
but like, okay, so I have
and his high tops with his socks pulled halfway up his calf.
Hey, high tops are cool.
Yeah.
I remember fanny packs as a later thing, not. They definitely existed in the 80s.
Oh yeah,
but they seemed very
like late
early
80s,
90s to me.
Yeah,
and they weren't cool then. The only people who wore them were dorks and tourists.
Yeah,
that was it. Because remember, there was like this real big push when we were in high school in that era. Like, if you're gonna take your valuables and your passport, put them in a fanny pack. That way, it's always in front of you and you can protect it.
Yeah.
That was like the thing, and then like you had fanny packs with hidden wallets for your passport.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you can keep everything in there except for your dignity.
Yes. They're not cool. I will sit down with your youngest and tell them why they're not cool.
But it's not just, it's like a bunch of these kids this age. That's their thing. They don't carry purses or things like that. They carry these fanny packs. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also
but the sunglasses are looking like that big bar of plastic across their face like they did for a while. Yeah,
they did. Yeah, they have come back to that.
They have. Yeah, it's like
it's
like the late '80s, early '90s is really coming back.
Yeah, well, look. We're about ready to get back into grunge. I won't even have to change my outfit.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't like the short inseam shorts.
Do you see the girls? I don't know if you see them in SU as much, but up in New York, it seems like I see girls with jeans now who have more holes than jeans.
My daughters have those jeans.
They're literally not jeans.
Yeah,
they're literally like chaps
You're exactly. They're reverse chaps. They're reverse chaps. Because they cover their rear end and the backs of their legs. Yes. But from like mid-thigh down to shin is all cut up. There might be a string of fabric across the kneecap.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. Stupid.
And
I'm glad that my hard-earned money pays for it. Yeah, and for the material of, one of my pair of jeans, you could probably make 85 of those jeans.
How much do jeans cost these days?
I have no idea. I don't spend money. My wife does.
But like,
because I'm the one that I would look at and go, absolutely not.
Right, yeah.
Windbreakers for all.
Remember when we were kids? I mean, I have vivid memories of like somewhere between 6th grade and like 10th grade, jeans went from, because grunge came in, right?
Yeah.
Like, grunge hit hard, and that's when acid wash jeans. We lived through all through that crap.
Yeah. And you reach in your pocket, the new ones. You're like, oh, look, there's still some grit in here.
Jeans were like $15 when we were young.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got into high school, they were like $80.
Yeah.
You know, jeans became crazy expensive.
And you did the little thing where you like folded it over by your ankle and then rolled it up on itself, so it was even tighter around your ankle.
Yeah. The worst part that they never did to jeans was when brands other than Levi became the cool brands.
Yeah.
Fucking Levi invented the jeans. Nothing was cooler than Levi jeans. That was it. And then, everybody had to have other brands of jeans. Ruined it.
Let's see. Let's look at some Levi 501s.
I'm going to guess $74.
Very close. 79 to 89.
Oh.
And that is from Levi's.com.
Oh, jeez.
But here's the thing. That is for a pair of men's jeans that
which will cover you
waist to ankle. Totally cover you, okay?
Yes,
right beside that is the women's 501 high-rise shorts that it is maybe a 2-inch inseam down her. I mean, it covers barely her upper thigh to waist.
$95.
But no, $70 to $80.
Oh.
But it's like, come on.
I have seen a lot of jorts. I made a comment to my wife about it, that I see so many girls in jorts, and my wife's like,
yeah,
that's not happening. I'm like, I'm telling you, there are girls wandering around in jorts. And she says, this is what I find sexist. She says they're not jorts.
What?
Because jorts only ever apply to men wearing shorts that are made of jeans.
No.
Which I find bullshit. Because men's jean shorts are only, my pair of jeans are so bad that I can no longer be jeans. I'm going to cut the bottoms off and they'll be jorts.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at right here. 501 90s women's shorts. These are clearly cut off jeans. $70.
$70. No. Buy yourself old
there
school
are
jeans.
So many women's versions. Shrink to fit men's jeans. What do you put it on and pour water on it and it? But seriously, there's like 85 different versions of women's jeans, and men get 501 classic or 501 flare or something like that.
Well, no, there's boot cut, there's slim fit, there's all kinds of
I know.
You're a butterfly guy or a zipper guy?
I'm a zipper guy.
I'm a zipper guy.
Yeah.
Gotta have
Butterfly, that's a bad time when you really got to pee. That could be bad. Or you got poop. You're like, oh god, this is how it happens.
But men's jeans, like this is what jeans are supposed to be. You should buy now
some dungarees.
We all get fatter, but you should be able to buy one pair of jeans that's going to last you about 10 years.
Oh yeah. So, do you wash your jeans?
Yeah, of course.
How often?
Well, I haven't worn a pair of jeans in like 10 years.
But if you wore a pair of jeans,
I mean, once a week.
Really?
If I wore them like 4 times, I'd probably wash them at the end of the week.
Really? Yeah. See, my wife, she'd fuss at me because I'd wear a pair of jeans and throw them in the wash. So what are you doing? I was like, I wore them today. They're dirty.
What?
And she was like, she's like, it's jeans.
Khakis. You wear khakis once, you throw them in the wash.
What's the difference?
They're jeans.
They're jeans.
They're meant for like coal mining and crap.
Yeah.
They're meant to be worn and be dirty.
Oh gosh!
And when you wear them, the problem with jeans is you wash them, everything gets all tight and like restricted. Then you like get them worn in, you're like, oh, they're comfortable again. And then you throw them in the wash, you do it all again. You gotta enjoy a couple weeks, breeze them off, and you'll be good.
Well, I've seen like some people put them in the freezer.
Why?
Because it kills any germs that are on them.
Oh.
Instead of washing them, they just put them in the freezer.
Interesting. I only own like 2 pairs of jeans at this point, and I don't think I fit in either one of them.
I've got like 3 pairs, but
my goal is to fit in them again. I have a problem because I have manly calves, and like I get pants that fit everywhere but my calves.
Huh.
And jeans are one of those pairs of things that they don't fit my calves.
You should get everything boot flared.
No, because that only affects the ankles. It doesn't affect the calf. I would need bell bottoms.
Oh yes, get the bell bottoms.
No, we lived through that lifestyle. Remember when
bell
bottoms
they tried to came back,
for like 6 days. Yeah, no. I mean, there's going to be a time when your kids are going to be like, do you have any of these old things from the 90s, like pajama shorts or pajama pants or parachute pants?
Oh, yes.
Because that's just going to be cool again.
Yeah,
this is why I wear the same outfit for decades, because it's never wrong.
Yeah.
Hoodies never go out of style.
Right.
T-shirts never go out of style. Shorts never go out of style.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, though. But the shorts change.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. I can't find shorts that like go down to my knee. Now everything's like a shorter inseam, and
I have
like that. I felt like such. I know my kids would laugh at me because I'm sure I didn't really look like this, but I felt like a hipster the other day. I went to go pick up dinner for us, and I had my Hey Dude slip-on shoes.
I know. I love my Hey Dudes.
Light green shorts that were like mid-thigh, and a pink shirt.
My neighbor, his dad. So like I was real close friends with my neighbor, his dad, who probably in the time period that we're talking was 45, right?
Yeah.
But it was like the 45 of the 90s where you looked really old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you look like you're about 80.
Yeah. So, but at the age of 45, the guy worked away, so he was gone for like weeks at a time.
Okay.
Anytime he was in his house, he would wear sweatpants and like raggedy ass. They weren't New Balance, because New Balance didn't exist back then, but like white sneakers and a t-shirt and a sweatshirt
or something.
Right. And that's all he would wear. And this guy was a professional engineer, made a lot of money.
Right.
And I always was like, this guy has given up. He's 45 and he's just given up on life. I'm 43 years old. I don't wear anything that doesn't have a sweatband waist on it anymore. Like, I found that there are brands of shorts now that look sort of classy, still stretchy.
Nice.
I wear Hey Dude shoes.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've given up.
No, you haven't given up. You just understand. But we don't have to impress anybody anymore. It's all about our comfort now.
Yeah, it's all about comfort now.
God, my wife got me she got me a nice pair of sweatpants. I was like, I could wear these every day of my life.
Yeah. So we had a conversation at work about this very topic, because I can't remember what I was ranting about, but the comment was made, well, if you wear gym shorts, it was a guy a guy went to the grocery store and he was wearing pajama pants. Okay. When I say pajama pants, when I say men's pajama pants, what do those look like?
Like plaid pants.
They're a plaid felt or something. I don't know what that material is.
Loose leg.
Right. Loose legged, those shaped to them.
Yeah.
Pajama pants.
Yeah.
So he wore pajama pants to the grocery store. And I was like, that's a step too far.
Yeah.
And she's like, Megan looks at me and says, Lou, you wear gym shorts every day. It's the same thing. I'm like, no, it's not the same thing. Gym shorts are still
different kind of material.
But they're still they're like actual shorts.
Yeah.
They're not like meant for like pajamas are not meant for going out in.
No.
And she was like, if you're not going to the gym, you shouldn't be wearing gym shorts. And I'm like, you don't tell me what to do. I'm married. I got nowhere to freaking impress.
You don't tell me what to do.
But we got this whole argument. I was like, gym shorts are perfectly acceptable to wear. Now, if you're going out to a fancy dinner, don't wear gym shorts.
Right.
Clearly, you wear your fancy gym shorts.
Your fancy shorts. You wear your jorts.
You wear your jorts. Or you buy... I don't know why they don't just sell a nice pair of khaki shorts. You know what I was saying about the other day? Well, the ones I have are all freaking cargo pants shorts.
Yeah, it's tricky to find them. But you got to go to like... God, you got to like actually go into an Old Navy or something.
Like a JCPenney.
Are there still JCPenney's?
I don't think so.
Peebles?
Sears Roebuck? You know what I think that the other day? I love wearing hoodies. I've gotten to the point in my life where I love wearing hoodies.
Yeah.
But I don't need the heat of a hoodie all the time.
Yeah.
I just love the convenience of having the pocket on front. And sometimes I like having the nice loose material. I need that in a summer wear outfit.
Well, you could get one of those like vest hoodie things.
No, they're still the same
Sleeveless.
Material.
Yeah.
No, I need it to be like t-shirt material.
T-shirt.
You know.
I am sure that they make t-shirt hoodies.
They gotta, right? I want one because I feel like that would be comfortable. You know, you get up in the morning and you go for your walk and you're just wearing your t-shirt hoodie, you're carrying your phone in your pocket. Because I don't have pants with pockets anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
See, these don't have pockets that I'm... Oh, wait, here's one.
Yeah, see, I want a pocket.
Yeah, here. 32 Degrees has long sleeve hooded t-shirts.
Oh.
Yeah.
32 Degrees. Long sleeve hooded t-shirt.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Russell Athletic has some too. Yeah, there's all kinds of them.
See, I discovered something I need. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what I need.
Yep.
Oh my God. Is this on Amazon?
This part of the podcast is not brought to you by 32 Degrees hooded t-shirts, but 32 Degrees, if you'd like to sponsor us, please do. I will gladly wear a Mythic Giraffe Podcast hooded t-shirt.
Oh, I can have it by tomorrow. That's all I want in life.
That's all I want in life. But see, that's the other thing. Buying something online like that, you don't know what the fabric's going to feel like.
Well, this one's 100%. $70?
Whoa.
What? $128?
I don't know where you're looking. The ones I was looking at were like 20.
This is from Johnny O, the Z t-shirt hoodie, which doesn't even have a pocket, and it's not even a hoodie because it's got snaps on the top.
That's not a hoodie.
$128.
Do you leave the strings in your hoodies?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I
kind of do one of those. I leave it up to fate. If the washing machine pulls them out, they weren't meant
I don't
to be
care
there.
about it. I never use the strings. The strings are stupid.
Yeah. The amount of times I actually have the hood up are very, very slim.
Oh, I have the hood up all the time. Yeah. Sometimes my little ears get cold.
Yeah. See, I would like the option. Why don't we just bring back cloaks? Instead of a coat, I would wear a cloak every day.
I might be in for a cloak. Oh, see, now this looks like a workout sport hoodie.
You toss it back behind you when you don't need it, or if you get a little chilly or whatever, you wrap it around.
No pocket.
You're at the movies and it gets chilly. You're like cuddled up in your little blanket.
Oh, yeah, that's like a perfect example of why you need a cloak. You're at the movies and you're like, oh, I need a blanket.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've learned that the t-shirt that I want exists and that we should wear jeans again or something.
Yeah, something.
I could probably sell my jeans to hipsters.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you could.
I have jeans that are still... I can guarantee you I have jeans that are from the 90s.
Yes. And there are hipsters out there, though, buy them.
I have a cool-ass jean jacket that I want to be able to fit back into.
Nice.
It's one of those jean jackets that's got, like, the lining.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it like the sheep lining?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool-ass shit.
Yeah, and that's back in style.
Jean jackets, never gone out of style.
Yeah.
No. Always cool.
Always cool.
The thing that I hated about our jackets, do you remember? Now, it wasn't our fault. It was obviously people who designed clothes. Jackets used to come to like above your belly button.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, you always wore jackets that like never got to your hips.
Yeah. Yeah. You weren't not allowed to raise your arms at all if you wanted protection.
No, ever. Yeah, because like the jackets, I just remember all of my jean jackets just like stopping at my rib line.
Well, because they didn't want those rivets to match up with the rivets on your pants, and then
that's a fair
madness.
Point. You get rivet on rivet.
Or you get confused and you putting your pants into your jacket and your jacket into your pants. I don't know.
Yeah. That style that can go away.
Yeah.
It was just uncomfortable and annoying.
Yeah.
Yes. I like my jackets to be to my what my wife calls the fat guy waistline.
The fat guy waistline.
Well, because men like apparently it's a thing that we have done where our waistlines are not what used to be considered our waistlines.
Really?
Now we wear things more slung on our hips.
Oh.
Yeah. Or is that supposed to be like slung on your belly button?
It's just really
uncomfortable. Yeah.
I can't imagine pants up to my belly button.
Yeah, like that was like super dorky, right?
Yeah, I would look
if you
like
saw somebody walking around.
That's a '90s mom,
right? If somebody, there are girls walking around college now. That's where they have their pants. They're up on their belly buttons. They look like dorks.
Yeah,
yeah, and nobody's telling them. That's the problem. That should be my job.
Oh my God, yes, yeah. How long does it take for us to get thrown out of college while we sit there and say dork, dork, dork?
No, I'm gonna have a bullhorn. You, miss, put your pants down. You're looking dork.
Yeah. That's definitely how you get thrown out of there. Yeah, miss, pull your pants down.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
They do. They have mastered leggings. They got that stuff figured out.
Yeah.
Now they have legging shorts, which I don't even understand the concept. I'm not mad at it, but I just don't understand
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And then they have the jeans that are chaps.
Yep.
And then they have the shirts that are sales just for the front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, the girls that wear like the sweatshirt that would fit, like Big Dog 5 years ago.
Yes. Or I don't know if you've seen them now. A lot of them are wearing the one like the Roman toga where it's only got one shoulder.
Really?
Yeah, I see that all the time.
Huh. I have not seen that yet.
Yeah. It looks like, remember in the 80s you used to wear like a shirt and then you'd have like the women would wear that pulled stretched out sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And like it would be over one shoulder. That's what they're wearing, but without the t-shirt underneath.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like the bum athletic shirt with the neck cut out of it, all slouched over to one side.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Now I'm just running around campus tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow. Saturday when I get home from work, I'm just going to go to campus. You look like a dork! Dork! People are like, some old guys yelling at people, calling them dorks.
What's a dork?
What's a dork? Well, it's a whale's penis. Everybody knows that.
Well, folks, with that one, I think we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. If you look up dork in the dictionary.
Yeah. Is it really?
You know. Yeah, absolutely. Well, folks, enjoy your beautiful spring day. I'm hoping it's a beautiful spring day for you when you listen to this. Go out and be safe.
Happy first day of EMS week.
Is this coming on the first day of EMS week?
It is.
Is that next week?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at EMS week.
Nah.
I'll be on vacation, which is what I'm doing for my EMS week for myself.
Good for you.
Yeah. But go out and get yourself a t-shirt, hoodie.
Yes.
And your life's going to be changed.
I'm going to find one.
I wonder if that company that makes the t-shirts I like makes a t-shirt hoodie. I'm going to have to look into that.
That'd be a good one. Or ask them. You might be able to stumble into a new venture.
Yeah. This one has a mask. I don't want that.
No, you don't need that.
No. I'm not going to rob a bank. I don't even need the hood so much. It's just the front pocket.
Yeah.
starting to do trend.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
I'm a trendsetter. Everybody knows that.
You are, yes. When people say trendsetter, they think Ron Wismer.
Yes, they do. All right, folks.
Take care.
Take care. Enjoy.